Oh, we're starting the live stream. Good. Hey guys, it's week 3, day 1 challenge. And today, you may want, when you're tuning in, don't be surprised by this crazy guy that he's lying down on the ground. So you may wonder, why is this guy doing this? Is this crazy? So before you start to think that it's a crazy guy and you just leave live stream, stop for a moment, because I'm gonna review to you why I'm doing this at the end of this video. So if you want to know why I'm doing this, remember to stick to the end of the video. Okay, so let's jump right into today's topic. So today I want to talk about confidence. Do you think confidence is important in your life? Yes or no? If yes, just comment yes below. You see, a lot of people, they have a lot of competence, they have skills, they have talents, but most of them, they don't have confidence. And that's why the reason people fail. They have a lot of skills, but they don't have the confidence to give it out, to show to people. And that's why they fail. Imagine this. There are 2 people applying for a job, go to a job interviews. One, he's very confident, but he don't have any education, he don't have money. And the other one, he don't have any confidence, but he had everything he need to have a job. He got the best education, he had a lot of money, but who will the employers accept? The first one, right? Because he had the confidence, because people wanted to surround by people who has high energy. So you gotta make sure that you have that confidence so that you can achieve success in your life. So today, I'm gonna review to you the 3 key points that can help you to become more confident. So before I start, I want to share a little story of myself. Because you think, wow, this guy has a lot of energy, he is confident. But that's not always the case. When I was a child, I was a little shy boy, and I was the one who didn't have the courage to talk to people. I didn't even have the courage to look at people's eyes. So let me share a personal story that I really embarrassed myself. Should I share this right now, or just leave it? Oh, we don't talk about it today. We just leave it the other day when I feel more good. All right, just kidding. Let me so I will talk. So this happened when I was at 6 years old. So when I was at 6 years old, I was really that shy kid who didn't like to talk to people, who didn't have the courage to look at people's eyes. So one day, I was learning Taekwondo, and almost at the end of the class, I really want to go to the toilet. But I was just so shy. I didn't have the courage to talk to my coach, to my teacher, that I wanted to go to the toilet. Like, okay, my stomach was suck. I just can't hold it. But I was just so shy. I didn't have the courage to raise my hand and tell my teacher I want to go to the toilet. Because when you're an introvert, you didn't like to gain attention. So when we do the final kick, so when the teacher asked us to do the final kick, and when I had to kick that, I just couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it, and you know what happened? The shit just came out. And then at that time, I didn't have the courage to talk to my teacher. I still didn't have the courage, even though shit came out. And you know what? That shit just slid down to my leg. And it just slid down to my feet. And at that time, I still didn't tell anyone because I was so shy. I didn't have the courage to do it. And you know what happened at the end? And like the classmates around me, they were so confused and wonder, wow, what the heck? What is this so stinky? What the heck just happened? Is it like, what has happened? And then finally, there was one student who saw there was a shit near my shoes. And at that time, I was like, oh, shit. I was just going shit. So that's a little story for myself that I didn't have that confidence. So today, I'm going to review to you the 3 points to help you to become confident. So without further ado, let's roll to the first point. Okay, so the first point is change your body position, right? Because emotion is created by motion. A lot of time, when a lot of research also done that, when you didn't feel happy, if you just put a smile on your face, put a big smile, even if it's fake, then you suddenly become confident and become happy because you're just like laughing at yourself. Like when you do this, you just laugh at yourself. What the heck I'm doing? And then like that sense of humor just intrigue you to smile and to be more to be happier. So emotion can create it by your motion. So a lot of time people don't feel confidence because they don't stand still, because they just keep themselves small, right? They're like this. And then of course they don't have the confidence, they don't have the courage to show up themselves. So what you want to make sure yourself to do is to, whenever you're having a speech or anything, make sure that you chuck your back backwards and then just push your chest forward, to stand still, because that shows the power, show authority when you have a good body language. Because there's a lot of research show that how body language can have a huge impact on your confidence. So you gotta make sure that when you're not having confidence, change your body intensely, radically, so that you can have a huge impact and just instant boost of confidence. I remember Tony Robbins, one of the best speakers and speakers in the world, and he said what he asked people to do is ask them to just go through a wood, right? A lot of people are afraid to when you're small, you just need to crush through a wood. People always are afraid of that. So what he asked them to do is to change your body radically, just having confidence, saying yes loud. And what happened? They just having confidence instantly, right? They just go through, okay, yeah, I can do it. And then just crush through the wood, right? So you gotta make sure that you have the good body language. Okay, then let's roll to the second point. So the second point is commitment. You see, a lot of people, they failed in their life, not because they don't have the talents, they don't have the skills, or even they don't have the confidence. It's always because they don't have the commitment. They don't commit to success, right? Or most of people just want, I just kind of want it. I kind of want to success. I kind of to be a better communicator. I kind of want to get a good grade. I kind of want to run a good business. And what happened when they just have that kind of mindset is they just kind of get the results. So what's your input in, you get the output. So if you got a kind of input, you only get the kind of output. So when you just hope it will happen, when you just wish it will happen, you know what? It won't happen because you just hope it. You just dream it. And you just daydream all life, right? So you gotta make sure that you commit to success. Commit to the things that you want to achieve. Because when you commit, when you expect the things to happen, you just have that attitude that I'm doing it, whatever, right? Even if I die. If I die or I die giving up, right? You just don't give up. So you gotta make sure that you commit to mastery, commit to the things that you want to do. Just imagine this. If you just hope it will happen, a lot of time it didn't happen because the the energy, the world, it just can't hear your voice. You just have that kind of want it. And the world just would tell you, okay, you just kind of want it. Okay, I kind of give what you want a little bit, right? And what happened? It didn't happen. So you got to make sure that you commit to success. You expect it to happen so that it can happen. Okay, let's go to the final point. Let's roll to the final point. It is belief. Do you know what? A lot of time, people are afraid. People don't have the confidence because they don't believe in themselves. Yeah, I have the same problem as well when I was a child. I didn't believe in myself. I have low confidence. I have low self-esteem. I was so shy. But throughout time, when I start to develop myself, I learned people who seem very confident. I know how they do it. Because the truth is not everyone will be confident all the time. There's a time that people are knocked off, right? You see, Jack Ma, you can see he's a really good entrepreneur now. Like, he was really confident. But just imagine 10, 20 years before, when he was just like a student, when he failed to pass his exam, right? He also didn't have the confidence. But what is the reason he became so successful right now? It's because he believed in himself. He had that vision of that confident self, the person with power, with authority, with certainty. And that's make him who he is today. That's the belief that you have to yourself. And how can you cultivate that belief? And I learned it from Tony Robbins, is that if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. It's all about the power of visualization. And if you do an exercise of power of visualization, you realize that how good your subconscious mind will help you to do whatever it takes to help you to do the things that you want to do and help you to find the answers. It just happens if you really want it, if you have the belief that you can achieve it. Because after I do the exercise is when you need to stand straight and you put your feet together and then you just put your right finger in front of you and then you just turn it clockwise, okay, and then turn it until you feel uncomfortable. And then you do the same thing, but you close your eyes and you don't actually do it. Just imagine it. Just imagine that picture that you are doing the same thing. You're putting your feet together, you raise your hand, and then you just turn. Imagine, don't actually do it. You just imagine you turn your hand clockwise. Turn it further. Turn it 20% more. Turn it 30% more. And turn it 50% more. And turn it twice as more as you can. When you really actually visualize it, you really feel it. You see what you see when you imagine it. You feel what you feel. You hear what you hear. Then, when you start to come back, you open your eyes, you put your feet together, you put your finger in front of you, and you turn clockwise, you see the power of visualization. Because most of the time, they would turn almost 20% more. And most of people can turn almost half more. So that's the power of visualization. You have to program your mind, have that belief that if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. So once you have that belief, so once you have that belief, you can achieve the things that you want in your life. So that's it for me today, the 3 secret powers of how you can just turn on your confidence immediately when you need it. Because just know it, confidence is not a personality. It's not something you have. Confidence is just a state of mind. It's just an energy that you can put off right when you need it. It's just when you need it, you just pull it. Give it a shot. And you just do it. When you need to do the things that you want, right? When you want to pitch ideas, when you want to approach your girls, when whatever, when you have that belief, when you have the system to help you to boost, to have an instant boost of your confidence immediately, you can have that confidence and achieve success in your life. So that's it for me today. So at the end, I just want to summarize the 3 points I just mentioned today. So the first point, you have to change your body. The second point, you have to make sure you commit to success. You commit to the things you want to do, because that's how you to have the confidence instantly. And the last point, you have to make sure that you have to believe that if whatever you can imagine it, you can achieve it. So at the end, if I promise at the beginning of the video, I want to tell you why I'm doing this. Like, I mean, it's really crazy. Like, what the heck is this guy lying on the ground and giving a speech for Facebook live stream? So the reason I did this because when we lie down, we will speak in the diaphragm naturally, because this most people speak from the chest, and when they speak from the chest, they don't have the power, right? When I'm sitting from the chest, people just can't feel the power. But when you just lie down, when you breathe, you can feel that your stomach, you're using your stomach. You can feel your stomach, is expanding instead of your chest expanding. So when you speak from diaphragm, you can just get the power, the energy that you want when you're speaking. So when you want to talk to people, when you want to feel confident, when you speak from the diaphragm, when you breathe well, when you learn how to breathe when you're speaking, you just have that confidence. And that's why I'm doing this right now. Okay, so I'm standing up. Okay, so that's it for me to my day 1 challenge. Well, I'm feeling a little dizzy right now. Like, wow, I'm really dizzy right now. Okay, wait. It's really dizzy. Okay, I will see you tomorrow.